have to be Picassos. You can't make Picassos into Manets and Monets. So in a sense, the use of the vocabulary is part of the phenomenon. The vocabulary, of course, is certainly there. As far as I see it, the vocabulary has been developed and I've maneuvered in new generations and new areas I've never been before. And the particular anxieties you have about repetition with the names, of course, is a deliberate roll call, which is meant continually to press home what we've been discussing in the last 3 days, notions of utopias and paradises contained very much within the notion of text. That's the first point I want to make. But also, I've offered you, this is a work in progress, and I, more than anybody else in this room, knows what is defective here. And indeed, exactly what you're saying about other areas, not necessarily the roll call of names, which I am extremely fond of, and believe is to be very important, but also other attitudes about relationship of how the authorities tend to repeat what you see. So some of those certainly will disappear. So, the vocabulary, of course, is familiar. It's a familiar vocabulary which creates an identification, which I'm no way going to apologize for. And I also feel that, indeed, the tropes that I've taken on are rather different from what I've probably experienced before. I think the journey is forward, but like a ship under sail, it tacks. I think recognizably each film has to be part of the same general procedure, but of course I don't want to bore myself, and I certainly don't want to bore you, so I sincerely believe there are new areas of information here. This item, in fact, I think is about 53 minutes long. It's joined onto the first half, which contains a lot of information, which of course none of you have got, and he hasn't got either, so a lot of the ideas are relevant of what has happened before. And things are put in very deliberately to be reprises and variations on a theme. So I would suggest you should readjust your comments when you see the whole film.